actually hear me? If you can hear me, please type in the comment section and let me know you can still hear me, please. Oh, it's off again. Is it a new link?
You have to share a new link.
Huh? Let's help everybody join back. I don't know, it went off. I hope they're able to reconnect. Let's try and see how, let's try to share the link again and see how we can help them reconnect. All right, let's do this together, everybody. Please help me share the links. Let them know they can reconnect, please. Help them know they can reconnect. Because there's so much that we need to talk about here. Let them know they can reconnect so that they can just be a part of this year. Please help me share the link for them. Yes, we are doing well. I think they are coming in too. They are coming in. They are coming in. They are coming in. They are coming in. I'm so glad some people are already joining so that we can catch up. I think I was talking about point 6 here. About I was sharing point 6 on codependency. How you know you are being codependent. Let's quickly just help every other person share the links as fast as we can so that they can join. So I'm sharing a link to continue watching so that they can be able to connect with it. Oh, we had a wonderful one going on until the network now did one on us. But I know that we'll connect. Oh, I already see people coming back. Let's do this, people. Let's do this together. Please do well to share this link to every one of them so that they can join back. All right? Okay, I'm doing my best with sharing the link, but we need to do this together. All right, we need to do this together, everyone, so that we can be on the same page. Yes. Oh, I already see. I think most people are already joining back. And that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So I'm just going to continue while I trust that they will find us. All right? Yeah, I trust they will find us so that we can all get on this together. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much for joining back. I see Danny Beats. I see Naya Cheba. I'm so glad you're all back. Don't mind this network. Yes, Bishop. Thank you, my husband, for being back. I'm glad you are here. All right. So let's talk about number 7. Okay, I was talking about number 6. When you have to push yourself, you feel like you are responsible for everyone and everything. You know, some people get to the point where they see them. They are people pleasers. They are always afraid of upsetting others, afraid of disappointing others, and they carry this huge burden on their shoulders. That is a sign of codependency, all right? Because you do not want to lose that relationship. It's a problem, and you have to get over it. Number 7 sign of codependency is when you have trouble setting boundaries. You have problems being very assertive. When you are not able to be assertive. Assertiveness is your ability to tell somebody that you about something, that's to say what you want, rather, Assertiveness is your ability to say what you want without offending the other person. So if you do not want a particular thing, if you're not happy about what's happening in your life, you're not happy about how somebody's treating you, you should be able to say it without really offending the other person. And that is what we mean by assertiveness. All right. Some people are not able to draw clear boundaries. So you've told yourself you cannot drink, you cannot smoke, but somehow your friends that come over to your house, they'll come and they'll begin to smoke in your house, and they'll begin to drink in your house. And while you're saying that you don't take alcohol, you're not a drunk, eventually you see yourself taking a bottle and a half, and then 2 bottles and 2.5 bottles, because you really cannot say no. You don't know how to set boundaries. Then that is what codependency. You know why? You don't want to leave that clique of fresh gangs. You don't want to leave that clique of fresh boys and fresh ladies and upwardly mobile superstars in town, because you want to be a part of something. But listen to me, you can't be a part of everything. You need to have your own stand. You need to believe in yourself. You need to know who you are first and foremost, so that you not see yourself falling into the wrong hands or the wrong relationships. All right, don't come to that point when you're not able to put boundaries. All right, decide, this is what I want. Put structure in your life. You can't put structure in your life. You can't say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and then you are feeling like, oh, if I say what I want, something will go wrong. That is codependency. Do you know that some ladies are so codependent on their father? They can't even trust their husband. They can't even get any single advice from their husband. So their husband is trying to tell them, let's do this. Say, please, let me hear from dad first. I have to talk to my dad first. Listen to me. I was also a daddy's girl, but I was not codependent, all right? I knew what was right for me. I knew what I wanted in my life, in as much as I deeply, deeply valued the opinions of my dad, and I deeply, deeply loved him. I knew the difference between loving my dad and being what? Codependent. And if you are out there and you're so codependent on your parents when you are married, something is wrong somewhere. Do you know that this does not only happen between parents and children, or between lovers in a marital relationship? This even happens between siblings. Between siblings. Do you know this? And many of us parents, we are responsible in raising codependent children. Let me give you an example. So you had a son first, and eventually you had a daughter. And now, no matter what happens, you always tell the boy, why are you not looking after your sister? Why are you not feeding your sister? Why are you not giving food to your, drink water to your sister? Why are you not taking care of your sister? Their sister, what the younger wants to do, and she said, go and ask your brother. Do you want anything? Go and ask your brother. Do you need anything? Go and ask your brother. You don't understand anything? Go and ask your brother. You don't even want to groom that child to think for herself. Because she has an elder brother. That elder brother, has he become God in her life? And so we raise them up like that. And then this woman grows into a full-grown woman. And she cannot take a single decision for herself. She cannot even say anything that, okay, this is what I want for my life. She cannot. Anything, she's like anything goes. Any direction that the wind carries her, she enters that direction, simply because she's not able to make one single decision in her life. She's not able to make that decision because she grew up not making decisions. She grew up having somebody else make those decisions for her. And this is what we call codependency. And at the end of the day, she grows up becoming a codependent adult. And that is nothing as annoying as a codependent adult. An adult who cannot think for himself, who cannot think for herself, who cannot make decisions. Sometimes, even your children, you are raising them to be codependent. You know why? Because you don't allow them to solve their problems. You want to solve all their problems for them. You want to remove all the challenges from their life. Sometimes when the children come to you with problems, please tell them, what do you think is the solution to this problem? What do you think is the way forward with this problem? What do you think is what that we need for this problem? So this is a key. Something that will help you to know that something is wrong somewhere. When you're raising your children, teach them how to solve problems. Give them puzzles and let them do it. Some of them come back home with homework. Allow them to handle those homework by themselves. Allow them to experience some of the problems and solve it. And that way, they will be able to become stronger individuals who can also help others solve their problems. But when you are always taking care of all their needs, solving all their problems, handling everything, then something is wrong somewhere. I'd like to give you maybe a last one, the seventh and the last point. So this will be our finally. The seventh and last point on signs of codependency is when you experience high levels of guilt, high levels of shame, and high levels of frustration, maybe because you want to let somebody who is not okay in your life to go. You say, after all he has done for me. Like a lady, when she didn't know any better, she had this guy contribute to her schooling, and eventually when she had grown up, she found out that this relationship was not healthy for her. This guy was always beating her, and now she was, at least she can take care of herself. Now she's saying, oh, after all the school fees he has paid for me, after all he has done for me, I know he has paid school fees for you, but this beating will one day land you in the grave. So we have to find a way to judge between our sentiments and what is truly good for us. If you are in a relationship, whether with your father or mother, a niece or nephew, a cousin, a sibling, or even a person that you are in love with, please watch out for signs of codependency. When people are codependent, they can't stay on their own. When people are codependent, they want to make decisions for you. They want to live your life. They want to control your life. They want to be very critical. They want to overdo, even at the detriment of their health. That is codependency. So tonight, these are the things I wanted to share with you on codependency. I like to know this. If you have a question right now, right here, I'm going to take that question and I'm going to answer you. That is my promise. So please, do you have a question for me tonight? Any question on codependency, on the things we have shared? If you have, I just take maybe 5 minutes to handle these questions so that we get to know more about codependency. Thank you so much for all your beautiful comments. I'm so glad you are here. Yes, Mary Sivity said, I'm back, Mom. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you are back. Yes, Danny Beat said you need to be assertive. Absolutely. Say what you want and say it nicely without offending someone else. Yes, I'm learning so much tonight. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much, Mary C. Beauty. Bishop Okuleze said the river is flowing. Jesus is glorified now and forevermore. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions tonight? Any question on all we have shared on codependency? Do we have any question? If you have a question, let's do this together and I'll answer it. All right? Learn to know what is best for you. Mary, yes, absolutely. Learn to know what is best for you. And that's why we talk about self-awareness. Be self-aware. Know who you are. Know what you need. Know who you need in your life. And know how best to express what God has placed on your inside. I'm so excited. All of you got to watch with me tonight. Yeah. Watch out for signs of codependency. There are signs, all right? And if you're out there, you're already having this codependency, number one solution I'll offer you is that you should become more self-aware. By being self-aware, you need to know who you are. You need to know what is okay for you. You need to know, based on where you're going to, who needs to be in your life. Because if you are on the journey and you put someone like Jonah in your ship when he's in disobedience, he will terminate your journey. He will make you lose things you shouldn't have lost. So you need to know who you are with on the journey of life. Not everybody is fit for the journey. Not everybody is good for you. So codependency is something that will really help us in life, that will help us in our relationships, that will improve our life when we understand that there is tragedy in codependency. Rather, we should be able to become our whole individual dependent self so that we will be able to know what is best for us. This is not saying that you should not rely on people. This is not saying that you should not have friends. This is not saying that you should not reach out to people. No. We mean that the one you're doing that is at the detriment of yourself, the detriment of your future, the detriment of your life, that is the one that is codependency. All right? So I'll just take only one question tonight and then we'll wrap it up. All right? Let me see if there's a question here tonight. Yeah, there's a question. And this question is from Sister Kaite Oham. He said, is it possible to be self-assertive and not offend a codependent person who always wants things to happen their way? This is like an amazing question. In fact, I don't know if I can like this question like 100 times. It is real. This is a real life question. You know, when you are being assertive, when you are trying to say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, that's you being assertive, right? But then it will definitely offend a codependent person, because a codependent person will always want things their way. But because you too don't want to be codependent, what do? You remain assertive. You stick to your no. You let them know that no is a complete answer. I do not have to explain no because blah 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 blah. No is a complete answer. No, I don't want this. No, I don't need this. At this point of my life, this is not okay for me. That is being assertive. When you are assertive, you are simply telling them, these are my boundaries. These are the things I do not want. And sometimes, believe me, a codependent person will not like it. That is the truth. They'll be offended. They'll be sad. They'll be unhappy with you. But at the end of the day, you have done what is best for you. You have done what is best for your future. Let me give you an example. Many years ago, we encountered a young couple. Okay, they were not yet a couple, a girl and a guy who wanted to get married. And then this girl was HIV positive. The girl had HIV, and then she was trying to compel the guy to get married to her. This guy did not know that she was HIV positive. But then eventually, in the process of counseling and conducting tests and stuff like that, we eventually found out that the girl actually had HIV and the guy did not have HIV at that moment. And this girl manipulated this guy and told him, oh, because you have you've told everybody you want to get married to me. When you dump me, people will begin to ask questions. People will begin to say, what is wrong with me? And then they'll find out what the problem is. I said, all of these reasons you are giving is not sufficient reason why this guy should walk into a trap. You already know you were HIV positive and you didn't even tell him. Thankfully, both of them kept themselves. If not, this guy would have been HIV positive without even knowing it. All right? So she kept saying, oh, everyone will begin to ask questions about me. People will now no longer come my way. People will begin to dump me because I have HIV, because they'll find out that something must have been wrong for you to love me this much and then abandon me. That does not mean that the guy should go ahead and walk into a deadly trap because of all of this. So we were able to cancel them both and told the guy was afraid. He was so afraid. He couldn't just move on, and he looked at the future ahead of him. He didn't see it happening with this situation, and eventually we canceled him and he was able to move on, and eventually he was able to get married to somebody else. And this other lady eventually also got married to somebody else who was also aware of her HIV status and also had HIV. So both of them were able to start taking treatments together and taking care of themselves. So what's the moral of my story? A codependent person will not like it. But you remain assertive. That way, you will not fall into that trap or the tragedy of codependency. All right, this is all I want to share with you tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of Checkpoint tonight. I am so excited that you did. Thank you, and thank you again. Until I come your way again, keep making a positive, indelible mark in the lives of people and on the sands of time. I love you so much. Bye-bye for now. Mwah. Everyone, I hope you were blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, we'll be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed, and God will bless you. Love you.
You are the great I am. No other God I crave. You keep me in your arms. Oh, you keep me in your arms. Your arms so strong. So strong to save. Yeah. You are the great for me.